You guys, one of my favorite questions that we get asked is how we are so calm and patient with our kids. So I wanted to share with you guys the secret to a good relationship with your kids. Okay, it's not the only secret and it's not the secret to a perfect relationship with your kids. It's something that's helped me communicate better with our daughters and understand each other better and just handle conflict resolution a little more easily for both of us. So let me start by saying that I am not a saint of a parent. My kids will be the first to tell you that I yell sometimes, probably daily. Kids are not really known for their angelic behaviors. Like, let's be honest, 2 and 3 and 4-year-olds are enough to make you lose your mind. And then they get to be like 5 and 6 and 7 and they learn how to talk back. They know how to push your crazy buttons. Your patience capacity can be maxed out, and then when it keeps going past that, boom, explosion. I know, I've been there, and I'm pretty sure that 99.99999% of you parents have also. I'm not gonna pretend that I have all of it together. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't ever yell at my kids, because I do. But I do know a couple of things. Yelling, losing your cool, disciplining out of frustration and anger, those things are damaging, not just to your child, but also to you and to your relationship. So what can you do in those situations to create healing and to foster a stronger relationship with your child? So the key to all of this, and what it all really boils down to, is apologizing. Okay, I know that's really simple and it might even sound a little silly, but apologizing, it's easy to do when you're telling your child no for something. No, I'm sorry, you can't have ice cream for breakfast, sweetie. No, I'm sorry, you can't go to your friend's house at 6 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm sorry, we're not going to buy you a pony for Christmas. Whatever it is, those kinds of things are very easy to say you're sorry for. What's not easy to say sorry for is when we've done something wrong, especially if we feel like it's warranted because our children are acting like maniacs, because they're talking back to us, because they just threw something at our head, because they're screaming like banshees uncontrollably. Whatever it is, those are the moments where we lose it and it's real hard to come back and apologize. But here is where the freedom and the joy comes in. When you change your perspective and understand that it doesn't matter if you've just had your first baby or you've just had your 6th baby, you are a new parent to each one of those children, because they all have different personalities, they all learn at different rates, they all have different things that bring them joy and different things that set them off. You have to learn over and over every time you have a child how to parent that child. And not only that, but every stage of that child's life, you're a new parent. So I'm a new parent to my oldest, Tyler, when she was born. Very first time being the caretaker for a tiny human, and then Elena was born, and it was my first time being a parent to her. But then Tyler turned 2, and it was my first time being a parent to a 2-year-old. And then she turned 3, and it was my first time being a parent to a 3-year-old. And it was my first time parenting Elena as a 2-year-old. Do you see, each stage brings different things, different challenges, because oh my word, I thought 2s and 3s were bad. Hello, 6 and 7. This is not my sweet spot. This is the part where they have their own opinions and they are capable of doing so much more than I even realize. And a lot of times I might limit them on what they can do because I'm just like, no, you're not big enough to do that on your own. Yes, they are. And sometimes they try to do the things on their own and I get mad at them for it because they've made a mess or they've destroyed something. There are so many frustrating things that can happen in a day. Where I have found the joy in those chaotic moments and the moments that I want to yell or have yelled, where I find redemption and healing and where I can use those things to build my relationship with my children, is in sitting down and explaining to them, I'm sorry, mommy lost it. You gotta understand that this is the first time I've been a mom to a 7-year-old, and it's hard for me too. Just like you're making mistakes when you're trying to learn new things, I'm making mistakes too. You know, it really made me upset that you went into my office and took a bunch of my supplies and taped your sister's door locked so she couldn't get out, and that really happened the other day. Whatever it is that she's done, I say it made me really upset, and I'm forgiving you for that. I want you to know that. I forgive you. It's okay, because you're learning. It was a mistake, and mommy yelled at you, and that was a mistake, so can you forgive me too? And that apology and explaining to her that, hey, it's okay to make mistakes. Did you know that you're gonna make them your whole life, even when you're a mom? Because like, here I am owning up to my mistake, and as much as it sucks to do, to apologize to your child, for her, it gives her grace for me and understanding, oh, hey, my mom's not perfect, but like, that means it's okay that I'm not perfect. And it just creates understanding where I've noticed that stepping up and apologizing like that is me giving grace to myself and saying, you know what, you're not a pro at this, and that's okay. Go say sorry because you messed up. That gives me grace to make mistakes. Then I'm able to extend grace to my children when they make mistakes, and then they're able to extend grace back to me because I've been honest about making mistakes. And it creates this like circle. It just fosters this attitude of forgiveness and gratitude and understanding that, I don't know, I feel like it gives us all a little bit of freedom to continue to learn and to love each other as deeply as we possibly can. I hope that this video has helped you, or at least made you feel understood, and that it gives you hope for your relationship with your kids in those moments when it's especially hard to go in and apologize, or in those moments where you still don't feel like you're good enough. Rest in God, because His grace is big enough to cover all of you and your children. You know, this probably works with your husbands too. Just saying. We love you guys so much. We're glad that you're with us. Jesus loves you, and we will see you next time.